everyone, my name is Sai. Welcome to my booktube channel. I am about to embark on another challenge. I love doing challenge videos on my channel and I've actually created a whole playlist, and I am going to try and wake up at 5 a.m. and read this week. I anticipate the hardest part of this actually not being the waking up at 5 part, but being the going to bed earlier portion of the challenge. And I'm actually starting this, it's gonna go Tuesday through Saturday instead of Monday through Friday, just the way it went. I have a number of plans during the week, and I find that when I come home after having something to do till 8:30 that I'm really not, reading. I'm getting ready for bed or staying up late on my phone. And I think that waking up and doing my reading in the morning could be a very fun experiment. So let me tell you what I'm reading. I'm currently reading The Forgotten Kingdom. I am not quite 300 pages of the way through this 520 page book. I have also just started my Iron Flame reread. Today is January 6th and Audic Storm comes out on the 21st, so I've got 15 days. I'll be slowly making my way through this. You won't see me finish this in this video. And the last thing I'm reading is an audiobook called The Weight of the Stars by Kay Ancrum, and this is a sci-fi. It's young adult. It's very character heavy and has a very strong sense of found family in it. I will be tracking my pages and letting you know how it goes, but yeah, join me for a waking up at 5 a.m. to read challenge. Wish me luck. Okay, it's 9:15. We are gonna set our alarm for 5 o'clock. The only thing I'm kind of nervous about is I've been working on reducing my caffeine intake over the last few months, month, and I am now I have 1 cup of coffee in the morning and that's it. I'm nervous of how this is going to disrupt that potentially, because I really do have a very, very busy week at work. And again, just these challenges, there's no good time to do it. So I just went for it. So it's possible that I might be having a 2nd cup of coffee 1 or 2 days out of this week. I'm going to try not to, but we'll see. Okay, good night. See you at 5. Okay, hi, good morning. It's 5:20. I'm about to start reading. I'm going to start with The Forgotten Kingdom. I do need to read 40 pages of Iron Flame every day this week, but we're not going to tackle that this morning. We're going to read some more of The Forgotten Kingdom, which I'm really, really enjoying. As suspected, I was correct. Getting up this morning is not difficult for me, but going to sleep last night was, and I definitely tossed and turned for a little bit, so hopefully I feel great right now. I'm not concerned about the morning. I'm concerned at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock at work. That's more what I'm concerned about. I made some coffee and we are gonna start reading. Okay, hi. It is almost 6:40 and I need to start getting ready soon. So I'm actually gonna stop just a little bit early because I'm at a chapter break. This is the 2nd book in the series. The 1st book ends in a huge battle and the 2nd book starts with our characters, specifically the main character Langarath, waiting for news of who survived, because she had friends and family on both sides of the war. Over the course of a few years, this book has geared up for a retaliation of sorts. The side that did not win that original battle has been planning. This book is also divided up in parts. Through reading this morning, I passed into part 4, and we have a 6-year time jump. We follow a number of characters in this old Celtic world. It's based on real historical figures. I would say the main character is Langarath. She's the lost queen of Strychleth. She has a number of children. One of them got lost in this original battle. Her name is Anharad, and she unfortunately has been missing for a long time, but you do get her perspective as she's trying to make her way back to her mom. And This jump ahead 6 years just means so much for that character. She's 9 and then she's 15. So trying to follow her story and what's actually happening, why she's not able to reunite with her family is really sad and difficult. And then Langarath, the main character's twin brother, Lilakin, also gets a perspective. It's hard to talk about this book in a way that's non-spoilery because the first book in this series, The Last Queen, was my favorite book last year, and this book, I just knew it was gonna be a 5-star. Like, it's a 5-star read so far. Reading this morning has been quite easy. I feel very focused and very locked in. I have read almost 70 pages in one sitting, which is a lot for this book because of the amount of detail and world building. Her writing is very descriptive. It's also very poetic. Let me read you a passage where someone on the losing side of the original battle that happens is talking about war. Diarmid stares into the flames. The beast of war consumes many hosts. It was with you on the day you rode out to Sweet Meadow. It was with the men rushing our ramparts. It will be with the Angles when they march against us too. It feeds on ambition, fear, jealousy, and hate. And it cannot be fooled. It is old as man himself, our companion, our shadow, our master if we allow it. For with its power, we can bring kingdoms to their knees. We can obliterate entire peoples. Its only demand is that we do not ask questions. And it's just writing that like that just sends shivers down my spine. It's so good. I'm obsessed with this series. It's very sad and war-torn. The atmosphere is really heavy and kind of dark and moody in a lot of the setting that she writes. So much of this book happens outside of castles and fortresses. They're on the run, they're gathering and trying to rally troops to storm a castle. Like, so much of it happens outside, and her vivid descriptions of nature and just like organic materials and how like it feels to be outside and cold water, and it permeates the entire book. It's very like tangible. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Definitely a success this morning. I'm gonna get ready for work, and I have some plans tonight that go until about 8:30, and basically when I get home I'm gonna be getting ready for bed and going straight to bed. So we'll see how this goes throughout the week, but first day is a success.
Hi, I'm home from work and I wanted to show you my outfit before I got changed. I'm wearing this thrifted mock neck and thrifted skirt, and then I thrifted these shoes as well. So I was feeling a little red moment today. It was very cold.
Yeah, definitely a chilly day today. I had an incredibly busy work day. As I was alluding to, this week is going to be a lot on at work, and I am tired. I did only have my 1 cup of coffee. I'm sorry to fixate on the caffeine here, but I have been on a little bit of a journey with trying to reduce it. Like I mentioned, I really don't want this challenge to like screw up like the work that I've done to reduce my caffeine intake. I'm an addict. If I don't have it, I will be in withdrawals to a point that it's a little embarrassing. Like, I'll get headaches, my chest will get tight, I will get anxious, full withdrawals. It's embarrassing. So I'm trying to get myself very, very slowly, however long it takes, to the place that I'm not like dependent like that upon coffee. All that to say, I'm very proud of myself that I did not need, or even though it probably would have been nice, like I didn't just go for it just because I'm doing this challenge and like, oh yeah, like the 5 a.m. I've been up for so long, I deserve it. Like, I was definitely disciplined and I'm very proud of myself. I did have a little bit of a lull around like 3 o'clock, but it was actually worse like at 4:30. But it doesn't really matter because I am so excited to wake up tomorrow morning and read. This morning was just very relaxing and fulfilling, and I felt like I got to chill and not be rushed. I have a number of site meetings and client meetings this week, so I'm going to be at 8:15 going to visit a new site. And for those of you who do not know, I work for a construction company. I'll be meeting the clients for the first time, and we'll be meeting 3, that's the garage door, 3 subcontractors out there starting at 8:15. And I'm just really excited to like wake up, read, feel not rushed, and like be mentally prepared for the meeting. We got plans tonight. I'll see you when I'm getting ready to go to bed early. Good morning. It's probably around 5:15, 5:20. Sitting down to read. Again, pretty easy to get up for me. I was exhausted last night, so I did not touch base with you as I said I would. Okay, so let me tell you my plan. I would like to just read The Forgotten Kingdom again. I read 67 pages of this book, which is a lot in one sitting yesterday, and it made me very motivated to definitely read and maybe finish this book this week. So I'm on page 362. On Goodreads, it says the book is 512 pages long, but in looking at this copy, there is a book club questionnaire at the back. There's a very long author's note about her research. Very long, it's like 10 pages long. And then of course your acknowledgments. So the actual text of the book is 458 pages. So I'm already less than 100 pages left in this book, and I did not realize that I was that close to finishing it. So I'm scared. My update for you with Iron Flame is nothing. Unfortunately, I was supposed to read my like 40 pages or whatever on my lunch break yesterday and did not do that. So I have 40 pages from yesterday and 40 pages for today to read this. I'm not in the mood to read this morning. All I want to do is read The Forgotten Kingdom. So we're gonna do this and see how far we can get. Coffee is brewing. I feel great. This is fun. I like being up early. I'll check back with you when I have a reading update. I am done reading for the morning. Around 6:45, I am at page 426, and like I said, there's only like 458 pages, and I want to like read the ending in one sitting. I am leaving, I don't know, maybe like 40 pages for me to read either tonight, I have no plans, or if I don't finish it tonight, I will of course finish it tomorrow morning. I did cry, teared up. Again, I'm trying to like not spoil things, but there's like a reunion scene, and it's not a very large part of the book, but there is also a kind of forbidden love where Langoreth could never have been with this man, but they knew each other in childhood, and it was like a young love and a first love, and she sees him for the first time in like over a decade. He's fighting for the other side, so that's why it's forbidden. And he like kneels and he says, "We have waited many long winters. Now at last our queen has come home." And I literally just was tearing up. At the beginning of that scene, these men are she's in the woods and these men are like slowly appearing around her. I really hope this is not a spoiler. I'm not saying names, I'm not saying sides of the war, but I want you to be intrigued by this book is why I'm telling you this, is because I want you to understand like a little bit about the plot without me spoiling what's going on. So I just want to share. And then like a trick of the eye, warriors stepped into sight as if dropping from a hidden realm. They appeared from behind boulders or the boughs of a tree. From behind Torrhen's horse came two men I would have sworn a moment ago had not stood there. They came too, unhurried from the doors of huts. I had steeled myself all the way to Black Mountain to show the warrior's strength rather than weakness, but now, as they all stood, shoulders back, looking at me in silence, I was overcome. Proud and noble men, persecuted, hunted, dishonored, survivors of a forgotten kingdom. And I just love when like the actual book title makes sense. And of course that might not make sense to you, but it makes sense to me because I've read the book and I know what that means. So this morning's reading session has been just as much a success as it was yesterday. I was worried that yesterday's was just like, I don't know, a fluke, but I love this book so much. This is gonna be a 5-star read. I knew that, 5-star prediction for sure, and I'm loving it. Like I said, I've got a busy day at work, so I'm going to start getting ready and I will talk to you again soon. Hi, and welcome to my living room. I am almost done with my second day of this 5 a.m. reading challenge. Today was slightly harder, but definitely not as bad as I have been thinking that this would go for me. I had a number of meetings that took me into the early afternoon, and after eating lunch after those meetings, I did feel tired. a little bit past tired, like in between tired and exhausted. I did not cave. I did not have a second cup of coffee, which again, y'all heard me talk about my caffeine thing, so I count that as a win. Once I pushed past that, I would say I started to feel a lot better. We're closing in on 6:30. Date night. We're obviously just doing something comfy. We're going to watch a movie together, do a little movie night. And I am probably not going to finish The Forgotten Kingdom tonight. I am so excited to wake up tomorrow morning. Two more reading updates for you really quickly. I've not read any of Iron Flame to make up for today's pages or yesterday's pages, which means tomorrow I'm going to need to basically read a lot. And lastly, I finished The Weight of the Stars by Kay Ancrum today. I liked this book. I wouldn't say that I loved it. It was definitely more found family than I was wanting and not very plot heavy. It was more character driven, which I have enjoyed in the past, but I was expecting something that it wasn't. So I will say I gave it 3 stars. I really, really liked the ending. The ending was my favorite part for me. I don't regret in any way reading this book. Like 3 stars is a good solid rating. So I'm moving on to my next audiobook, which is going to be The Butcher Game by Elena Urquhart. This is a second book in a little thriller series that it's her debut. That is all for now. I likely won't be checking in on you before I see you tomorrow morning, so have a good night. Good morning. It is 5:10 in the morning, Thursday, if you are keeping track. I'm so excited to finish this book. I would say getting up early this morning has been pretty easy. I got to bed very early last night, like very early, like 9 o'clock. We watched our movie and went to bed, and like now I feel pretty awake. I feel very ready to finish this book. I have been thinking about it all day yesterday. I've got around 40 pages to read. I've been reading 60-ish. So if I have time, I will pick up Iron Flame, but let's go ahead and finish The Forgotten Kingdom. I've got coffee brewing and I'm really excited. I might film myself cry for you. Okay, I've just finished it. I didn't cry, but I did love the ending. What intrigues me the most is the author's note, where she basically gives a few pages dedicated to this is a summary of the truth behind this fictional book that she's been researching for a decade. So these characters were real people, but Langoreth, her husband, is considered a real historical person, but she's considered more of like a myth if she's mentioned at all. And so her dedication to researching Langoreth and her twin brother Lailakin, like I said, Merlin, it just shines. I'm so intrigued by the story. I loved the ending. I know exactly where the third book is going, and I'm terrified. I love this book, and I love these characters and the place and time that she's chosen to write about. This makes me feel like I could like historical fiction in like a very specific direction. Like if we were talking about this time and this place, I could love historical fiction. So really happy to have finished this. I'm not reading the author's note right now because I do want to move into reading some of Iron Flame this morning. It's only 6 o'clock, so I have like another 45 minutes to read. So I'm gonna go and quickly pick up Iron Flame. Okay, I have made it to chapter 13, page 122. So that's just a little shy of 30 pages, and it is 6:45. So I'm going to start getting ready for work. I would say that this morning, again, was just really successful. I'm definitely enjoying this challenge a lot more than I thought I was going to. I thought it would be a bigger struggle, but I'm doing great. So I have another very busy day today. I have 3 meetings, same as yesterday. I will let you know tomorrow night about my energy levels. I do have dinner plans with a friend for her birthday, but I will touch base with you later. Okay, good morning. It is around 5:20 on Friday morning.
I'm up a little later than I have been in the last few days, and it is because unfortunately last night I've been in a little bit of pain and it stopped me from sleeping. So I did hit snooze on my alarm one time. I'm up now. Honestly, I'm probably like 60% feeling better. But I am excited to read. I'm ready to get into Iron Flame. Like I mentioned, this whole week was gonna be pretty busy for me, so I have 2 more meetings today. We, in Columbia, might get some snow. In other parts of South Carolina, today we'll definitely get snow, like Greenville. Listen, things aren't meant to look good before you do that. Okay, well, it's possible we'll be getting some snow today. I'm very excited about it. For now, let's get into reading some more of Iron Flame and catching up more on our reread. Okay, good morning. I am going to be wrapping up now. We are around 6:45 again, and I can read till 7, but I've kind of enjoyed like having a little bit more time to get ready in the morning. So I also am at a chapter break. So I'm gonna stop now. I'm on chapter 19, page 179. The reread is going slowly. I've been listening to the dramatization audiobook while going through this copy and annotating it, and it is slow going. I've read 57 pages this morning. It's still a good chunk read. The only reason why I'm paying attention to this so much is because I really want to be reading 42 pages a day to finish this book in 15 days from the time that I started it. That was like the math that I did. I'm probably 90 pages behind. I am loving the reread. It's great. I have stuff that I'm looking out for. There's foreshadowing that I'm catching. I love these characters, and I have a pretty clear memory of the ending, but the journey on how we get there, like, it's almost like rediscovering my love for this book. Okay, life updates. It's Friday. I have 2 meetings today in the morning, and I'm going to be bracing ourselves for some potential snowy weather. So I'm so excited about that. I could possibly be leaving work early and taking some stuff to work from home. And I'll of course keep you posted on that. I have no plans this evening, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna do my last 5 a.m. wake up for this challenge. So I'm gonna go get ready for work, and I will talk to you guys later. Good morning. It's Saturday. It's around 5:20 in the morning. I'm going to get coffee at a Starbucks because I have none at my house. As a coffee addict, I don't know how that happened. This one's tough because it's Saturday. I did not get enough sleep last night. I was up later than I wanted to be. I stayed up later, yes, but like I was in bed at 10 and I probably stayed awake for like 2 hours for no reason. So there might be a nap in my future, but for now, the future is coffee. Guys, what a time. I am so happy with the result of this 5 a.m. challenge. It's almost 7 o'clock. I've been reading for the past hour and a half. Looking back, the rhythm of my week feels different. And I can see this being a really useful tool to like employ on weeks that I am very busy, because I still feel like even though life was a lot and work was busy and I had a few plans in the evenings, that I still was able to like participate in my hobby. Page count wise, I've read so much this week, which is great. Though I am excited to sleep in tomorrow, I will be doing this again when there are weeks that are super busy. A quiet, slow, and still morning where I get to have alone time has definitely helped me feel prepared and have energy for my busy week. So I'll love you and leave you. That's all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed this journey. Really happy to finish a 5-star read in this video, and also I have been reading more of Iron Flame, and I am just about past the halfway point now. I'm on page 320, chapter 36, and have just really been enjoying the 2 books that I've been reading. Thank you all again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you are not subscribed, please feel free to do so. I would really love to have you. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.